Well, thousands of Ohio drivers get a letter from the state every year asking them to prove that they have car insurance. Now, the Bureau of Motor Vehicles claims that is random, but Tunis Investigates has been hearing from several drivers who doubt that is the case. So Natalie Tendall's getting answers for both them and you tonight.
If you're behind the wheel of a vehicle in Ohio, it's law to have insurance coverage. And to make sure the millions of drivers are following that law, the BMV randomly selects some of them to show proof. But some of the drivers we spoke with say they're being picked on more than others. Lawrence Dunleavy doesn't think the random proof of insurance letters sent out in Ohio are that random.
I have a car that's 8 years old, and in that 8 years I've been selected 3 times to produce proof of my insurance.
He says he keeps getting letters like this and keeps having to show proof that he has insurance for his Kia. While he doesn't have a problem with the state checking in to make sure a driver has coverage, he doesn't think it's very productive to keep checking the same people.
It just seems to me that of the 8 million drivers in the state of Ohio, we now know that Lawrence Dunleavy has insurance. So maybe we should move on and start looking at other people that may or may not have insurance.
Tunis Investigates wanted to know how random that selection is. We dug through an entire year's worth of BMV data that broke down the make, model, and year of cars picked for random insurance proof. We found a 2007 was selected the most, as well as Chevrolets. But that year and make is also a pretty common car to have in Ohio. So we took your questions to the top and asked the BMV how exactly those random picks are made.
Is the random selection really random? Are they being picked on?
Absolutely not. It really is just a mathematical sequence that goes through the 7.7 million active drivers and just picks out a pool of 10,000 at a time.
The BMV contracts with an outside vendor who sends the letters. They use a formula that selects 10,000 drivers a week. That 10,000 is reduced to 5,400 after going through a bunch of filters that skip some registrations such as emergency vehicles and drivers who are already suspended. It also pulls out all the people who have already received a letter within the past year and a half. The BMV says the program is working.
We get approximately 96% of the customers that do send in proof of insurance for the specific date in question.
The 4% who don't show proof of insurance go under suspension.
But what we really aren't able to establish is how many of those 96% carry insurance, mainly because they're afraid of being caught without it.
While the BMV says the law helps protect drivers from those that wouldn't carry insurance, Lawrence still believes the wrong people are being targeted.
I guess my premise would be that we'd spend a little more time investigating other people rather than people who have insurance. We might make that program work.
To see the exact criteria used to randomly select drivers, go to our website at WDTN.com. In Dayton, Natalie Tendall, 2 News Investigates.